coming along today.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Hey, Lou. Good to meet you. Okay, come and take a seat. And Tess, how long have you been living at the village?
Since May last year.
You moved in May last year?
Yes, the beginning, and I love it.
You love it? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, brilliant. And Luke, how does that look for you in terms of where are you based at the moment?
I'm based in Singapore with my family over there, and May last year came back to help Mum move in, and it was a really nice experience as well, just seeing the other people move in. There was a lot of people in kind of my situation of the kids helping the parents move in, and I think we all had a similar kind of mindset of, it's comfort as well, and even just walking into the front doors of this place, it's over expectations of what you think it is.
Yeah, it must take a weight off your shoulders too, in terms of, if you're living up in Singapore and, Mum's down here. In terms of you making that decision, was it driven by yourself, Tess, or was it driven more from the...
By myself.
By yourself?
I actually have a disability, and I was having trouble at home with steps and things and just walking around outside, and I saw this, I heard about this, and it's just brilliant. It's the best.
And where you were living at home, was it a single level? Or
it was single level, but you had to go upstairs to get in.
Okay.
Yeah, and out the back there were steps. So it wasn't safe anymore for me. Yeah. And even walking around the streets there where I was, because it was so old, the trees had lifted the pavers and things like this outside. So here it's flat, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's one good thing about the village here, isn't it? That you can get around.
It's perfect. Yes, it's perfect. And the pool I use for exercise.
Okay, yeah. So you're part of the water aerobics group or gang?
No, I go myself every other day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you participated in any of the activities at all?
Yes, I do. I go to games on a Monday. I love bingo and Friday night drinks. It's fabulous. And the barbecues, just fabulous. Made lots of new friends.
And so, seeing Mum, where she was before in the townhouse, I think that was the house. Yeah. And to where Mum is now, do you see any changes at all?
I think just more relaxed as well. I think even for us, when she started to talk to us about it, it wasn't like, it was probably more of a shock that she took that step, because, I think for a lot of people, it's hard to look at moving out of that home. And, the place she was moving from wasn't our childhood home. And maybe that was a bit of a difference, but it also was like, to us, it was like the grandmother's home. Like it was kind of like that type of style. So it was just that kind of next phase of what happens next. So we've got a chat on Facebook that we all chat together, but we've also got a kids one where we kind of go, how do we feel about this? And, it was all very positive, because it was a positive step to get out of, not a bad situation, but a situation that had a little bit of risk. And for my dad's mum, she was living by herself. She'd never actually moved out of home. The house she grew up in was the one that she moved out of when she was about 83, 85. And she had quite a few falls in that place. And it was a, single story. But just small steps everywhere. And I think every fall can reduce a year. So, and, there is always that kind of concern from not just her, but as well as, the family around it. So especially, being away in Singapore, we don't have that great concern. We never really had a big concern, but it's always there. Like if there's a phone call, or if Mum says, can I call? Is there something wrong? So, coming here, and as well, Mum's always been a bit of a social butterfly anyway. She's made more friends here, and we've all met them. It's very much bringing together people in a very similar situation, and that's how you always connect with people. It just kind of speeds that up. Yeah. And, even me growing up later in life, it's harder to find new friends. Whereas, we come here and she's like, oh, I've got the lucky 7 here. We gotta make a lunch for me. I'm like, okay. Then you meet another person, you're like, are they lucky 7? No, it's a different group of friends. So, if anything happens, or even when she came to visit us recently in Singapore, one of them's looking after the cat, someone else doing something.
I know, I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
And you cast your mind back to where you were before.
Oh, I
before you
couldn't
came
do
in.
that.
You know, you knock on a door to a neighbour these days, and the neighbours change.
Yes, they
Yeah.
The street
changed.
changes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even here one night, I couldn't open the jar. I could just go to the next door and they open it for me.
Lovely. You know, going on holidays and that, what I love about the place is, you know, you can just lock up and leave.
Yes, you've
Yeah.
got nothing
Yeah.
to worry about.
Nothing to worry about,
Yeah.
isn't it? You can go on holidays. And...
Yes.
She's got the cat feeder now, so she's all right.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
yes,
That's important.
it's very important.
We are pet friendly.
Yeah.
So,
I
mate,
know, and
all
my
our
little
villages
cat
throughout
is
the
fine.
country.
I put the cat in the cat pram and I do the walk over the road around the lake. Yes, I know I'm getting a name for myself, I think, the cat lady. But yeah, it's good because it's flat. It's so easy for me and it's more exercise. I'm not sure if the cat likes it, but that's okay.
The kind of good thing is you can choose to be social or you can choose not to be. Is that as much as there are activities, you don't have to participate. Like there are a couple of people here that don't necessarily want to engage in those, and it's not a problem.
No,
And
it's
I
their
think, you know,
choice.
it's what it just might take people some time because, you know, they're coming from a place that they're all by themselves moving here. I don't want to engage in it straight away, but they, at some point, because you will bump into people in the lift, everyone says hello, you're going to start to kind of come out of your shell. And, you know, I think when my dad's mum moved into a retirement village, and that was like a, you know, different sort of retirement village, she kind of had a new lease on life because she did engage in that sort of stuff. She went away from living at home by herself, that there's friends or activities and there's stuff that you can jump into yourself. You're not having to try and work something out when, you know, you're still trying to use your phone. Yeah, so.
And you're right, because, you know, even I get some feedback sometimes from the families and they say, oh, crikey, I can never get on a mum. She's always
Yes.
doing this
Yeah.
or that. I've
I
got to
know.
get a number.
Yeah.
You know?
That yes, that's true. My daughter said that. Can you book me in someday because you're busy every day? I love it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's good to be busy.
That's, as
Yeah.
opposed to where you were before.
Yes.
Right? So yes,
Yes.
you might have been associated with some
Yes,
associations or clubs and that. It's not
Yes.
like living your dream at a retirement village.
exactly.
You know?
Because you can still have friends and go out, but if you're living alone, you come home to an empty house and no one's there. Here, you just walk outside and someone's there,
Yeah, that's it.
and it's
say
just
hello.
lovely. Yes,
Yeah.
friendly faces.
Yeah.